I am Heather Kelly, the Program Success Coordinator for the Youth Career Programs. Just a little bit, oh, good morning. Thank you for that in the chat. Just a little bit about myself. I am a native of Newport News. I graduated from Woodside High School, went off to Virginia State, studied history, then found myself working in the House of Delegates, didn't like politics, went to South Korea, taught English, came back to America to teach special education, and moved down to Key West, Florida to teach special education, came back to Virginia, worked at a nonprofit organization, and now I'm here working with the youth career programs. So when we say workforce development and changing careers and giving you that guidance, yes, this is what we're here for. We are here to change lives because you never know where your life is going to take you. And I am a product of that. So I really want you guys to take this as serious as possible. This is more than $200. With me today, we have Coach Chevelle. I will let her introduce herself in a moment, but I want you to take note. Coach Chevelle is a source of wisdom. She has a beautiful story on her, and she is living her best life. I want to be like her when I grow up. I'm not gonna lie, you should see her closet of clothes. And she is very kind and very knowledgeable. So please, when she's giving you this information on what you need to do to complete the momentum coursework, but also guiding you through and giving you her tidbits, please follow up, please listen, please give her your undivided attention and respect because she's got a lot going on. So without further ado, I'll let Coach Chevelle do her thing. I'm gonna go out in the background, but if you need me, I'm always here. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Heather. So as she mentioned, my name is Chevelle Smith. I recently got married May of this year. I am originally from Camden, New Jersey. I moved to Virginia in 1992. I had challenges when I was in New Jersey. Actually, I was a teen mom of two. So when I graduated high school, I had two kids. And I'm telling you this story, and you'll understand at the end. I moved to Virginia in 92. I had another child in 95. At that point, I wanted to do something better with my life. So I started going to college back and forth. I wasn't consistent just because I had a child that was real sickly. And then I got married. And then once I got married, I really took my life really serious because it's like, okay, what did I want to do with my life? So I went to school. I traveled. If anybody knows anything about the Eastern Shore, I was living on the Eastern Shore at the time. I went to where I currently work now, the Eastern Shore Community College. I'm a college success coach. I am a college professor, and I'm also the program and chair of the STEM program and department chair of the STEM program. So I run the STEM program at the Eastern Shore Community College, and I also teach two disciplines. I teach cybersecurity and I teach business. A little more background about my stuff in education. I went to TCC for a little bit, but I did that online. I traveled across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge to get my undergrad degree at Wesleyan Community College, because now it's a university. After I did that, I went online and I went to Wilmington University and I double majored when I went to Wilmington University to get my master's. So I got two masters. One's in cybersecurity and the other one is in business technology. And then in the process of that, I adopted an infant while I was going to school. So I say all that to say this: no matter what life throws at you, you always keep your goals that you have set for you. Life has challenges. We all are going to have challenges, but you never give up. And I tell my students all the time, like, you're one flat tire away or like a flat tire away from a disaster, or I tell my students to have children, a child can get sick, anything can happen. And it's devastating. And when that happens, what I tell my students is you have to take a deep breath. You take that deep breath you assess the situation, and then you tackle it head on. You never give up. You never give up, because I tell my students all the time, I had an accident 4 years ago, a little freak accident, and I couldn't walk. And I tore every ligament in my leg. And I told them if I would have gave up at that moment, I wouldn't be where I am right now, standing in front of you and walking. Because the accident that I had, it should have been a wheelchair. I should have still be in a wheelchair, but I'm not. So you have to just be persistent in what you want and your goals. And when things happen in life, you just keep pushing. You just keep pushing. You can keep pushing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. You keep pushing. And a lot of times, for me, I had mentors that, just like you had, that I am for you. When I was in high school, I had to go to summer school, and I had a coach that tell me, don't allow your kids to make the same mistakes that you made. And you're not a failure because you had kids early, and your kids are not a mistake. And that was the encouragement that I needed to get me to my next level. When I got to college, I had a lady tell me, when you graduate from um, getting your undergrad degree, I'm going to be right there. Now, me not knowing what an undergrad degree was at the time, I was like, okay, but I did. I kept that because she was behind me, and she was pushing me, and she was like, I'm gonna be there. And when I graduated, she was there. And then she put the other seed in me. When you get your master's, I'm gonna be right there. And I'm like, my master's, like. So when I tell you, I had people in my life, and they wasn't family members, they were just strangers that were just an influence in my life. And I said to myself, like, what I do for YCP, I love what I do for YCP. It's not about the money. My goal is to see you guys succeed. If my goal is to see you guys get to your next level, like, that's my enjoyment. And then my enjoyment is to see you get to your next level. My enjoyment is the knowledge that I have inside of me, that people instilled inside of me to give to you guys. Because when I was your age, I didn't have that. Like, I was just tossed away because I had kids at an early age. It wasn't until I got older, in my 20s and my 30s, when people really started pouring into me. Like, if I had the knowledge that I have now when I was younger, my life would probably went a totally different path. But I am thankful for my life. I thank God every day for my life, because where I am now, I'm able to help you guys get to your next level. And I tell the youth that I had prior in this program that I'm always here for them. Even when the program is over, if you have anything, I'm here. Just shoot me a text and I'll answer it, or I'll send you in the right direction if I don't have the answer. So my question to you guys is, you don't have to answer it now, but when by August the 15th, I would like an answer. And where do you see yourself in 5 years? Like, you can set little small goals. Like, I still set goals for myself. I'm at the top of my career, so anything that I do now is just a personal gain for myself. So, but I still set goals. So for myself, one of my goals was, I want to own multiple homes. I want to have multiple properties that I own. And I set that goal, and I reached that goal. It took me a while to get there, but I have that. That was just a personal goal that I have for myself. Um, and then I have other goals, like I want to work on my PhD, but I keep talking myself out of that because of the time frame, but like, I have to be committed to that. So you just make realistical goals for yourself. So if you have an idea where you see yourself in 5 years, or a year, or 2 years, or even 6 months, or 30 days, it's just small things, but just always set yourself up like, okay, where do I see myself, or what goals do I want to achieve, or um what do I want to accomplish in life, or whatever. And then you sit there and you map out a plan. I can help you do that too. And then you just keep working at it, and just say, you tell yourself, I want to be working, I don't know, I want a state job in a year. And if that doesn't happen, then when your time comes, you don't get discouraged. You just keep going. You just keep going until you get to where you are. Like for my job, I started as a work study student. I was a college student. They had a position, and I was a work study student. So then I was like, okay, this is something that I really want to do. So from being a work study student, I got a part-time job there, working in the GED department. So I ended up becoming a GED examiner. And I was like, I really want more of something better in life. So then I applied there, same job, um, same place. I applied there, and I became a college success coach. And then somebody came to me, one of my coworkers, and said, you would make a great professor. I never even thought about being a professor. And they was like, so they walked me around the college and they talked to me about it or whatever. And I was in school. So that's how I became a professor, because somebody poured into me and was like, you have a lot of knowledge and potential. And a college success coach is a great position. I was in that position for a year before I applied to be a professor. And I've been a professor now for about 7 years. And then I got promoted as department chair and program chair of the STEM department. One of my goals was to grow that department, grow the technology department, and I have done that. So I actually have a contract. I work with Google. So I actually have Google's material in one of my programs that I built. And once the student completes the course, they'll actually get a Google certificate. So my goals that I have is, how do I improve my program so that students with my class, or they get a degree, that they can be successful in the workforce. So enough about me. I want you guys to introduce yourself, and then we'll get started. And tell me a little bit about yourself. Do I have to pick somebody, or will you
Oh,
volunteer?
I'll go.
Amen. Thank you.
So
Mhm.
it's I'm doing my name, and then what else was it?
How about your name? Um,
And tell me a little bit about yourself. Tell
yeah.
me something that you want me to know.
Okay. My name is Amarion Lucas. I go to Norfolk State. I move in 2 weeks. I'll be going in as a freshman. I've been working since like 16. A big hobby of mine. I love going skating. I go skating a lot. That's pretty much it for me.
Okay, what's your major?
My major is business and entrepreneurship. I want to own,
Okay,
like, I heard you talking about goals. I want to be able to own like multiple goals, like down the road, like a long-term goal. I want to have like multiple businesses that I own. Yes, that's
that's
a
a good
fact.
that's a really good goal. And that the field that you're in, I teach 2 disciplines at the community college. So I teach business and I also teach cybersecurity. So I teach like small business and things like that. So when you get ready um to launch, or when you get ready to get started, um and you're not in the program no more, but you're later on in life, shoot me a text and I'll walk you through how to start a small business, things that you need to know that they don't tell us.
Hmm.
Um, but one of the things that you can do now is start your business plan. Write your stuff down right now in a notebook that you want to do or you want to achieve. And then once you do that, and you just keep on going, and as this program goes on, you shoot me a text or let me see it. You'll have my email address. And you could just send me something, be like, well, what do you think about this? Or what do you think about that? Um, and I would love to help you grow your business and your ideas and things like that. I had a student, I in cybersecurity classes that I teach them how to create websites and things like that. Like I said, I teach small business. He launched a t-shirt company from the stuff that I gave him in class, and he built his website and things like that. I can even show you how to do that. That will save you money as you're going along with your company and things like that. So yeah, just I'll make sure I send the email out with all my information on it, and that'll be later on today. And you just store it in there and shoot me a text, and when you get ready, you can bounce ideas off of me and things like that or whatever, and I'll help you.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
No problem. And congratulations.
Thank you.
All right, who's next?
Okay, can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you.
Okay. My name is Eric Brown Fields. Ever since I started high school, I've been running track and maintaining over a 3.8 in high school. And let's see. In my free time, I like to play basketball with my friends. And yeah, that's it about me.
Okay. what's your best race? Like I used to run track, so I was 400 hurdles and the 800.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was the 800 prepared me for the 400 hurdles. I did the 100 hurdles, the 200. I did high jump, and long jump. So yeah, and I
Mm.
miss it because of my injury or whatever. I miss running.
Oh.
But my goal now is to, I'm working like, so I've been walking on my own for about a year and a half now, after my 4-year injury. So my goal that I set for myself is to be able to run again. So that's my goal. Like that's my huge goal. And I know it's gonna take me time, but that's my goal, is to be able to run again. So I track and field is my heart. So yeah. So are you going for a scholarship, or are you going for are you just running just to be running? Like I like basketball too, but are you running just to be running?
I'm doing a little bit of both. If I get fast enough, then I'll see if I could get a scholarship. But with scholarships, I'm aiming for more academic because I'm better there than track.
I got you. I got you. And what grade are you in?
I am a rising junior.
Okay. So what you need to do right now as a rising junior, you need to start looking for scholarships. If you need help with that, I will gladly, I have knowledge in that too. I will gladly take the time out, and we can do it over the phone. We can do it via Zoom. We could do Google Meet or whatever, and I will show you how to apply for scholarships. But you start now. You start applying now. You don't wait till your senior year. A lot of students sometimes mess up that way. But yeah, if you're left-handed, they have a scholarship out there for left-handed people. You'd be surprised of the
I thought that was
type of
fake.
scholarships and things that they have out there. Nope, it's not. My
I'm
daughter's
left-handed.
left-handed.
I thought that was fake. Wow.
No, my daughter is left-handed, and we applied for scholarships for her because she's left-handed. Yes,
Wow.
they do have scholarships out there for left-handed people. So yes, they know it wasn't fake. So if you see them, go ahead and apply for them. And if something out there is fake where I'm in cybersecurity, send me the link and I'll go in and I'll look and I'll do that research for you. I don't have a problem doing that either. Like if you see something and you be like, oh mate, I want to apply for this. And then you be like, wait, is it real? Just send me the link and I'll go in and I'll do the research for you and let you know if this is legitimate or not. But they do have scholarships out there for left-handed people. But I can help you guys with that. So I'm working on I got you guys set up in Google Classroom. So I'm working on a list of scholarships and things like that for you guys so that you'll always have that resource sitting for you. It's just going to take me some time to find all the ones that I want to find to help you guys. But it's so many out there, but I'll be your resource for that kind of stuff. So whenever you're ready for that and you're ready to apply, and I tell students all the time, even at colleges, um, they always have scholarships available. Go to the guidance counselor and ask them, hey, what scholarships do you have here? A lot of students, I'll say for the school that I work for, don't want to fill out an essay. Like an essay can get you $500. An essay can get you $1,000. A lot of students don't like to write, or they be like, no, that's just a quick 350-word essay that can change your life and make a difference. But I wish you two the best. All right. My next person.
I'll go.
Okay.
My name is Tyson Carpenter. I go to Heritage High School, and my main goal is to get a victory in the esports scene VHSL. One of my main hobbies is playing sports for fun and also gaming, obviously.
Okay. What was your thing again? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you.
I want to get a
Name.
my name is Tyson Carpenter, and I want to get a win in VHSL.
What's that?
Basically, it's the esports scene for high school. You compete against other schools, and
Okay.
and for other rewards like scholarships in some cases. Like one of my friends on the team went to ODU for winning and doing that.
Oh wow. You taught me something today. Wow. Well, whatever I can help you in, you'll have my resources, you'll have my information and stuff. And I'll help you achieve whatever goals you need to achieve as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, last but not least, Jaleesa, did I pronounce it right? You're still muted. Okay. Well, just type your information and stuff in the chat for me. Um, and we'll go ahead and get started. She sent me a message. We'll go ahead and get started. Can you guys see my screen?
I can.
Okay. At any time that you can't see my screen, please let me know. Okay, so welcome to the virtual ICP program. So with what I'm doing with you guys is you guys work on your resume, work on your cover letter, help you build your LinkedIn profile, and practice the elevated pitch. It's just a short way to sell yourself or whatever. That's very important. Every job that you go on to, one of the questions that they will always ask you is, please tell me a little bit about yourself. Just being on hiring committees at my job, you'd be surprised how many people sit there and be like, what am I supposed to say? You are the only person that know you. So that's one of the things that I tell all my students, because I have an internship program that I run, and I tell them that's one of the things that I tell them: always know something about yourself. Can't nobody else tell your story but you. You don't have to go in there and say a whole lot of stuff like I went out to eat or something like that. That's not that. But the way you guys introduced yourself today is a good start. You told me about yourself. You told me your interests. You told me your goals, where you want to see yourself. So you start developing them a little bit more and you'll be fine. So when it gets down to your elevated pitch, you will do exactly what you did today, introducing yourself to me. And just sell yourself just a little bit more. What I tell people all the time, you can write it down. What I like to do it with students is I like to get them in front of the camera, and then just talk and make a video. This is where technology is going. Just to get you feeling comfortable in front of people, even though you don't see anybody and you just see yourself, it'll just get you comfortable talking in front of people. For me, what I do is when I have something I have to do, like I speak at conferences and things like that or whatever, and I tell my story. So I travel around the world to different conferences, just telling my story of what I've been through, just to encourage others. So what I do is, it's as many times as I get in front of people, I still get nervous. So what I do is I go into the bathroom and I'll actually do my spill in the bathroom right there in the mirror, and it's just me in the mirror, just to get the nervousness off of me. Now there's some people that can get out there and they'll just go. I'm not one of those people. So that's one of the tips that I use. So I like to get students in front of the camera, get you in front of the camera, get you to tell your story, do your elevator pitch, enjoy it, own it. And then you'll see if you, when you play it back to yourself, how you look when you're talking to other people. For me, I had to learn, and I'm still learning, like when I talk to people and do certain things, I'll close my eyes. So I didn't know that until after I looked at the video and was like, gosh, I'm closing my eyes. So that's something that I have to practice on with or whatever. And I still do that sometimes when I get up in front of people, my eyes will just automatically close. But that's just things that you'll learn about yourself if you get in front of the camera record yourself talking, record yourself doing things like that. And then you'll find little things that you just need to work on just to be professional when you're out in the public. So that's one of the things that I have for you, like a tip for you guys. This course is a self-paced course. You'll have videos, you'll have things like that. It'll take you about an hour to 4 hours to complete this course. The part that I'll be working with you guys is I tell the students in this program, it'll take about 8 hours. And I say that because you'll be working on your resume and we want it to look professional. Your cover letter, we want it to look professional. Your LinkedIn, I tell students to say it's a professional page, it's a business page. So what you put out there, businesses see it, and people aren't supposed to judge you by what they see, but they do. So it has to be professional. You can't go out there posting that you've been out there doing like King's Dominion or something like that. It's not that type of post. You post a professional picture of, you post a professional picture of yourself. And then you put down your resume and things like that. And as we go through this course that I meet with you guys, so I'll meet with you guys once a week. Next week, I won't meet with you guys. And the reason being is because, like I told you, one of my multiple properties, I close on my second house on Thursday. So I won't be able to meet with you guys. But what I'm going to do is the stuff that we were going to cover next week, I'm going to send you a video of everything that we're going to cover. I'm also going to ask you some questions within that just to hold you guys accountable to say, okay, I did watch that. And that's just me. The same way I hold you guys accountable, I want you to hold me accountable as well. And this is how that works. You guys will get a stipend of $200. There's also incentives and stuff that you can earn as well as you're going along or whatever. So my question to you guys is, how many of you have a resume already?
I do.
Eric, you have one already? Oh,
No.
No, I do.
okay. All right. So you're ahead of the game, which is a good thing. So the resume that you have, so when I'm going to show you the Momentum program. So the resume that you have, if you can send that to me and I'll just take a look at it. And then we'll go from there. Okay. So let me
Yes,
get you
ma'am.
guys. All right, let me get you guys started. So this is Google Classroom. I'm going to send you guys invitations for this. I'll send you a nice little welcome mail and things like that. So it'll be sometime late this afternoon that I'll get all that stuff out to you. Everything in the Google Classroom. So all you'll do is just click on the link and it'll take you right to whatever you're working on. So this right here is the Momentum program that you guys will be working on. So once you click on that link, you'll just stroll right here and then you'll click on it. And then so this is what you have the Let's Get Started. You'll have writing your resume and writing your cover letter. And in order for you to get in, you have to click enroll now. I'm already logged in. So what happened is you'll cheat to that. So open it, email address, And then it'll send you a code to your phone, to your email address. Check your spam if you don't get it. Any email, again, and I emphasize on this, any email that I send you, please always check your spam because it'll go right to your spam. So I've already completed this already. So, but I'm going to walk you guys through it. Computer's a little slow. All right. So it just gives you another little welcome. Started. And so these are the 4 things that you'll be working on. This email address right here goes to YCP. I don't check this email, but I'm going to make sure that you have my personal email and everything and my cell phone number inside of the. And then you'll go ahead and hit complete and continue. Your resume. You'll go through, should take you about an hour to do it. You have videos that you need to watch as well. Let me pause this video. You'll have videos that'll show you how to write your resume, what employers and things look, what they look for, things like that. Down at the bottom, there's templates for you guys. This is what resumes look like. And you can go ahead and start it. Writing your resume. You can download this template right here. There's different ones that you can download to help you get started on writing your resume. At one point, guys, what my resume looks like. You can tailor your job. Like I have 4 resumes. And each one is tailored to whatever position that I was applying for. Um, so working with the GED department and I applied for another job, I made sure that most of my resume is about everything I've done in the GED department. And then when I wanted to be a professor, I did most of the stuff that I've done when I applied for the job as teaching and things like that. So like also I made sure that I put all of this such stuff, things that I tailor it just to that job or whatever. And that's just like with cover letter. I have like 5 cover letters and I tailored each one to that job. A lot of the information of me, my personal information is the same. The graph is tailored to that job. And how you do that when you do your cover letters, we'll get into that or whatever, is you look at that is when you have the ad in front of you, you take some of the wording that they have inside of the ad and you put inside of your cover letter when you're applying for a job. But we'll get into that. Then you'll go over to LinkedIn. This should take you athlete too as well. You do your I have my resume posted, and I have little verbiage up there of myself, in my LinkedIn page. And these right here are videos that you'll see, whatever. For some reason, the internet is acting crazy. But you'll see all that when you log in. And then there's a checklist for you, right here. And you just go through the checklist and make sure you covered everything. The information is loading, so it's going to take a minute for me to. So it switched over. So you guys will be working this part. Okay, it went too far. Hold on. Let me go back. Of this, and this part right here is where, like in your introduction and things like that, or whatever, just telling yourself, telling me about yourself, things like that. And the way you guys introduced yourself today was great. Just add a little bit more to it and you'll be fine. And these are some of the questions right here, that you can ask yourself. Or if somebody asks you different things, but you can use these as, just stepping stones to get you where you are. And then the last thing is, so this right here, this link right here, when you get ready to upload all of your things, you'll upload on this Google Doc, this Google form right here. But before you upload your information, into this document that I'm getting ready to show you, you'll send it to me in the Google room so I can just look over it, to just make sure if it's anything that I see that I'd be like, okay, well, maybe you can just change this, or what do you think about that? Or maybe you might want to add this or something like that. I'll just go over it with you. We'll do like a one-on-one session, like 10, 15-minute session stuff with you, just to see where you are. Because once you submit your resume, your cover letter, your elevated pitch, and your LinkedIn, you'll submit it all at the same time. And then I'll get it in another document, but this will be your final. So before you submit your final documentation, we'll just go over it just to see if we need to change anything, if we need to add anything or anything like that. So what you'll do is you'll put your email address here, you'll put your first and last name here, and you'll submit all of your documents right here. And then if you want a copy of anything that you submit, just let us know and we'll make sure that you get a copy of it. And like I said, over here, can you Google Classroom? So over here, I have your cover letter and resume information. These are just information to how to create. Right here, here's what's about resume here. And down here talks about your cover letter. And then I have right here where it says assignment, you'll go ahead and you will upload your cover letter assignment. This right here is just resources. You can just look through these. It's just more resources than they have in the Momentum. And then right here is your LinkedIn. And then right link I have as well. That they're the same resources that's in the Momentum program. Then right here, you'll just submit your link to me so I can see it. Your elevated pitch here. Again, right here, you just submit your elevated pitch right here to me. Your how to write a proper email. So I have that in here. I have an assignment, and then you just click on it. It'll show you how to write a proper email, do's and don'ts with the email. One of the things that I learned with the email, your tone can come across in your words. Like people can tell when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're angry, when you're upset by the way that you type. Your email. I learned that the hard way. So I'm just giving y'all that little nugget. So if you get an email and or something and it's upsetting to you, take a few minutes, take a deep breath, get yourself together, and then write your email. And then get somebody else to look at your email before you send it. It can make a big difference when you're sending it. And like I said, I learned that from I had to learn that the hard way when I had sent the email out. And then also I have a link down here for jobs. So what I did was went and I searched out some jobs in Newport News or whatever for you guys to, if you're looking for a job or something like that. You can go on there and look at and then you could actually go to the main company and apply for it. But I do have a link right there. You just click on it and it will take you to the job sites and things like that. So now my question is to you guys, do you have any questions, comments, and concerns?
You did say that we get a link for the Google Classroom, right?
I will send you a link sometime this afternoon that I know for a fact that will go to your spam. So make sure you check your spam. It'll say YCP something Momentum program is what it'll say. Each classroom has its own link. So as we move along, I will send you guys the links to, I'll probably send you guys all the links at one time. And then whatever link you need to go into, you'll do that. But the email that will actually have the Momentum program in there for you just to click on that, go ahead and get started into that. The Google Classroom is where you guys will upload your resume, your cover letter, your elevated pitch, and your LinkedIn. And then I have an assignment in there for you to do is you guys will write me an email, just in a Word document. I'll ask you a question and then I'll write you an email, fake email in there, and then you'll just respond to it just for me to see how you actually write an email. That's it. Just basic skills. That's it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And like I said, I'm going to work on the scholarship stuff. It's just taking me a little bit longer. Like I said, I'm in the process of moving myself next week. So I'm gonna work on that and I'll have all that stuff up there definitely before the program ends. And you guys will have access to this stuff for a while. So just take advantage of the resources. And again, I'm a resource for you too as well. So any more questions, comments, or concerns?
Yes, I have a comment. So I asked this in the chat, but I need for everyone to drop your birthday in the chat to include the month, date, year. I need to set up your profile in what we use, My OneFlow. That's where we keep all our information together, gather data for the program, but also be able to send out communications to you all and have that documented at the same time. So I need your birth day soon as possible. So just go ahead and drop it in the chat right now. And also drop your full name. I know you've got it on the screen, but drop your full name as well so we can have that. So when I set that up, that's good to go. Going back to my OneFlow, you will need to log, well, I don't think you'll need to log in to create an account. I'm going to give you your account information for my OneFlow. So that way you can go in and fill out the profile. You'll see it when you get up there. But if you have any questions, feel free to contact me. You should have my email address because I've already sent you some emails. So please be sure to contact me via email if you do have any questions. I know I gave you a lot of information. So drop your birthday in the chat and be prepared to fill out an application for this particular program soon. And it's going to be coming from my OneFlow. All emails that come from my OneFlow usually start off with Newport News. So that's how you know what it is. Are there any questions about that? Okay, because to me, silence means there's no questions. So, okay, thank y'all.
And just make sure you guys check your spam. That is one of the things that you need to do is check your spam. Especially when I send out the Google Classroom, it goes directly to spam. Any more questions, comments, or concerns?
I think I'm all set.
All right.
No questions.
Okay.
Well, thank y'all so much for joining in with us and sharing your stories, your goals, your dreams, and aspirations. Y'all got this in the bag. You just got to do it. So with that said, we will see y'all soon. Have a good day.
So don't forget, next week where we're supposed to meet at 9 o'clock, I won't be there. But the following Thursday, we will meet at 9 o'clock. But I will send you guys a video of what I want you guys to work on or where I think you guys are. So each week we'll meet just to touch base to make sure everything is going well.
Excuse me. Dates are we meeting every Tuesday and what's it called, Thursday?
We'll meet every Thursday.
Got it.
Except for next week.
Except for next week. We'll meet every Thursday except for next week. If you're looking for a job, like I said, I have that link out there too, or whatever. I know we just met with the little information that you gave me. If you need a letter of recommendation, I will be more than happy to write you a letter of recommendation.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, if you're going for a scholarship or something like that, just say, hey, I need a letter of recommendation. Just give me a little bit of information about you and I will send it out for you. All right. Any more questions, comments, and concerns?
It looks like Jaleesa has a question. She said, wait, for next week, is it on Zoom or in person?
No, next week I will send you a video of what we will talk about. And then the following week will be right there in Zoom.
Is there anything I need to get done before next week?
No, just go in and take your time, go through the Momentum program, go through the content, write down questions if you have questions, watch the videos and things like that. That's it. Any more questions?
And you're sending it out later today, the link?
Yeah, it'll be later on today. No later than 4, Heather?
I'm gonna try my best to get that.
Okay. Okay. All right. If not, it'll be sometime today. Once she gets you guys, the faster you can get the information to her, the faster she can get you in the system. And then once everything's in the system, then I'll go into it. So if you don't get it today, you definitely will get it tomorrow.
I got a question.
Sure.
But Heather, were you ever like at one of the tables at Heritage? Because I graduated Heritage and I definitely feel like I've seen you a lot.
With the Capri Suns?
Yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. You probably remember. Let me turn my camera on. You probably remember me. It was me and my friend. Yeah, with the Capri Suns.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, man, she looked familiar. I know her somewhere. But yeah, that was it.
Well, I'm glad you're here. All right, y'all. With that said, get started. Well, you can't. Once you get your link, you'll be able to get started and then let's rock and roll.